Hey there everyone, and welcome to a new video. This time we're doing another Chaos, Sherlotta's Lost Chapter Chaos. I'm not going to be using Sherlotta herself because while I booked her, she's at 0 out of 3 right now, and I actually want to try this team out. Now, my two mages here have imperils, so my Freya won't be resisted despite the fact the boss double resists both melee and ranged. So that's going to be good. And both Rydia and Garnet kind of have a bit of overlap with Water Imperil, but that works fair enough. Actually, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't have anything with lightning, so that's safe to use as well. But yes, this is going to be my team comp. I have to work in Freya somehow. Let's see. Of course, I'm going to have a whole crap load of Leos because summon boards are still happening. So let's take a Kefka. And I'm going to be bringing a Leviathan summon because that summon's just helpful. And the boss is weak to water naturally, so that's going to be helpful as well. And we get to start off with Rydia's UEX animation, which looks really nice. It's great that she gets her dragon now. They haven't even gotten the move yet and I've piled on a bunch of damage. I'm not exactly sure what Rydia's rotation should be right now though. I'm going to Super Bolt here. Simply to get them broken. And get some Brave back. Not like it mattered. I'm gonna high jump with Freya. That works out. I'll flare again with Rydia. And I'll use skill 1 with Freya here to get Garnet's Brave up a bit. Rydia gets her EX back pretty fast. That's nice. And because she's in Synergy, she's hitting 99k pretty easily. Another high jump from Freya. Another HP plus from Garnet. Yeah, she's getting broken there, but that's fine. Because Freya has her EX here, which should do well enough. Unfortunately, it broke out of order, so that's a bit of a oopsie doodle. Yeah, she should have her EX up next turn. Use another skill 2 with Freya here to get her back to get her up to max stacks. I'll use Flare here. Yeah, she's gonna get broken again, but oh well. This last behemoth should be almost dead. There we go. Not too bad. Now this last wave, which is now 2 of these. The Cosmos version had 1, which it's probably understandable that they double them up because that's kind of the Chaos thing to do. They're already weak to water, so just putting water in peril just makes them even squishier. If I recall, one of their big gimmicks is brave battering at certain points, really high numbers, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Cherry Blossom and Freya. She's still hitting pretty hard. I'll use another flare. Debuff's not good. Okay, let's see. It pushed itself pretty far back. I'll use Aquamarine here. Managed to break it. Oh, Freya's got all framed buffs on, so it can't put any debuffs on me. That's nice. Speaking of framed buffs, let's get that back up to 10. Use another skill 2 with Lydia. If anything, this will at least run her debuff out. Doing this will get another debuff on him, I think. I jump. And I'll use her EX here because even if I get broken, she's gonna be anchored by Garnet. The HP attack missed. That's great. Super Bolt with Garnet. And I'll just jump with Freya here. Alright, so it looks like they go into an HP attack if they break you during that. You gotta keep that in mind. Wanted to an HP attack there anyway. I'll flare here. I'm not actually sure if they have a rage mechanic or not, or if they're immune to HP silence. If they're immune to HP silence, that could be a bit of an issue for having Kefka. They're both targeting her, so I'm going to Brave Attack here. Going to be more debuffs. Have to use this to get that buff back up. Garnet healing the team again. Okay, let's get Aquamarine back up. She's just casually sitting at like 92k there. That's a bit of an oof. But should be fine. Use another Aquamarine. This should break both of them. Because I don't really know who I want to trade out for Kefka. I think once B gets to a little under 30 or 50%, I'll bring Kefka in and summon. Use Deluge here to battery the team. Probably a good idea on my part there. Use another skill 2 with Rydia here. I'll Brave Attack with Freya. Use a skill 2 with Garnet. Because of Freya's ability, with her team-wide last stand, that isn't as much of a threat as it would normally be. Holy Prayer here. Heal the team back up while debuffing the enemies. And use a free skill 1. Use C65 with Rydia, which is further increases her weakness damage. And I'm going to go into summon here. Not like she really needs the help to hit 99k. But I'm gonna bring in Kefka. And I'm pretty much gonna start skill spamming here a bit. It kind of looks like they're not resistant to HP silence. So that's nice. Get a nice EX off with Freya before the summon ends. Use another Havoc Wing. It only managed to hit Freya. That's great. That's hitting a lot harder outside of summon for some weird reason. I'm gonna Brave Attack here, so she doesn't get broken. High Jump with Freya, just conserving skills a little bit. The dragons are getting a bit blind there, aren't you? Another EX. Another high jump with Freya to battery the team up and do damage. It still broke. Now things are gonna get stupid. EX. Get some of those buffs off of it. C65 just increased my max brave overflow. Almost. She hit 99k with an HP plus. Oops. Ooh, can I get a double off of this? Not even. C65 here just to heal a bit more. Because I know this would finish them off otherwise. I'll keep Brave attacking. And use Freya's last two C65s to get the team up to snuff. And finish off with her skill 1. I took up a few more turns than probably needed because I wanted to get my health back up. But I think I went pretty well otherwise. That is an odd score. I'll have to go back and see if I can do that better next time. I probably should have waited a little bit longer to go into summon and everything. But otherwise, I think that went pretty well. Lydia's looking very nice now. Unfortunately, a lot of what she does is already kind of something that Garnet gives your team, so unless you really like her, or you just don't like Garnet, Garnet's probably the one to go for over Lydia. But she's a perfectly fine character otherwise. I'm not too sure how 3-3 Sherlotta is. I think Soul ends up 3-3 in her, so it might be a good idea to watch him if you want to see what that's like. But either way, that's Sherlotta Chaos done. I'm gonna revisit this later to try to max out my score. But yeah, this was a fun one. As long as you bring water-based units or Water in Peril and Enchant, you should be fine. And it's a nice little reprieve because something stupid is coming up in the next Chaos is quite an infamous one. It's pretty much Garland 2.0 if you remember his Chaos. It's very tight turn order and the bosses have a very kind of cheaty feeling gimmick to them. I'm not going to actually talk about their gimmicks too much for now, but just keep in mind that they are a giant pain. And I have no idea how well that's going to go for me, especially since I'm not going to be pulling on the character itself. But I am going to have a synergy unit at the very least. But either way, I'll do a video once that comes up. Good luck for anyone who decided to draw for Sherlotta and Rydia here. Hope you get some good luck on your free draws. Along with the summer banner. Aranea coming back is really nice. She's a really good unit. Ignis is a very good unit as well. I forget who's the third one on the banner is. Beatrix, yes. She's a fairly effective unit as well. She definitely slows down near the end of Chaos stages, though, because her potencies really aren't that great, but she does give your team a lot of defensive power, which is really nice. And her Paladin's protection is a very unique and fun thing to play around with if you can manage your turns right. But either way, that's all for tonight. See you, everyone. And